Hey everybody, what's up y'all? Welcome back to my channel. Tammy Talks here. Let's go ahead and get into Married at First Sight. This is season 14, episode 10, Mighty Mighty Boston Bonds. If you're brand new to my channel, welcome. I do breakdowns of various TV shows, both scripted and reality, interjecting my own thoughts, opinions, and theories into each and every recap. So, if you enjoy that type of content, please go ahead and consider hitting the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my future uploads. I do dedicated episodes to each and every couple. So that means every week you're going to get four videos every Wednesday night from each of the couples that appeared on the show. Thank you to everybody that has helped me get to 4,000 subscribers. That is wild to me. Being a small YouTuber, that is crazy to have the outpouring of support that I've had from a lot of people in such a short time of doing these Married at First Sight recaps. Like, probably 70% of my subscribers are from you guys. So if you are back for a second, third, or fourth time and you still have not subscribed, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. And let's go ahead and talk about Jasmina and Michael. So, I read all my comments, right? Read all my comments, respond to as many comments as I can without like repeating myself over and over and over for the same thing. I noticed that a lot of you were saying that I'm not coming down as hard on Jasmina as I should. I've seen a lot of people say that I've given Jasmina passes, I've excused her behavior, and I am giving her pretty privilege where we're just kind of letting her say and do whatever. I'm going to be real with y'all. I thought that I was coming down a little harder on her. I really did. So I went back, watched some of my videos, and y'all are right. Y'all are right. And this is why you guys are right. Because I have no problem admitting when I'm in the wrong. I have said from episode 1 that Jasmina did not like this man. Because I know she does not like him. I can see it no matter what she says. She don't like this man. Because I know that she does not like him. I tune out everything that Jasmina does, to be real with y'all. I tune out everything she does. But tonight, that's going to change, okay? So y'all will be happy, all right? I got y'all back because I read all the comments and I want to give y'all what y'all are coming here for, all right? So let's get into Jasmina and Michael. So they are answering some intimacy questions. I guess they're like pulling them out of a bowl or something. She wants Michael to talk to her just in general, right? She says they don't have even small talk. She has mentioned before in the episode that a lot of times when they're in the house, they're not even doing small talk. They're just kind of walking past each other. She wants just more small talk because having that small talk will lead to bigger conversations, deeper conversations, strengthens the bond, gets them to where they need to be. He wants her to know he is not her enemy. So even though you keep seeing me as conflict, that's not what I'm on. That's not what I'm doing. I'm on your team. I said, all right, this is going good. So then Jasmina, the next question is, what's an embarrassing story? Jasmina's embarrassing story is she was in middle school or high school. Her friend told her that she had her period. She had probably marked up her pants. So her friend was walking behind her with a towel, trying to cover her. And apparently her friend dropped the towel but then I couldn't tell if the story was like real or fake. Or not real or fake, but if she really did go through her pants. Like, it was, nonetheless, that was her embarrassing story, okay? Michael starts off by saying, did I ever tell you a story about the pee-pee boy? She immediately starts like cackling. So now Michael is like, I don't even want to tell you because you said something about it. Michael was 6. And he raised his hand to go to the restroom. The teacher told him no, wait till after the story, which growing up, my mom always told me, if you have to go to the bathroom, you are not asking your teacher, you are telling your teacher. You are telling your teacher, I'm going to the bathroom. Me raising my hand is just a formality because I'm going to go whether or not you say I can. So for his teacher to tell a 6-year-old, wait till after the story. So he said, and because of that, he went to the bathroom on the carpet. And I'm like, you were 6. You were 6. I don't think that's embarrassing. Now, if that happened to you at 16, yeah, then we have an issue, Michael. But that's it. The next question was, what is your favorite physical feature of your spouse? Jasmina loves his arms. You know, Michael works out. He has really big muscular arms. He said it is her smile. I said, how would you know, Michael, she don't smile? We have seen Jasmina's teeth probably 3 times. 3 times. We have not seen this woman's teeth because she has a permanent scowl on her face. And I have said she has resting bitch face. She does, but she don't smile because she's not happy, because she does not like him, and she does not want to be in this marriage. Jasmina is going through the motions. I am still not going to let y'all say that she is as bad as Alyssa. I'm not going to let y'all say that, but Jasmine is just really here so she don't get fined, okay? So then Dr. Viviana is here. I know a lot of people don't care for Dr. Viviana. I do, because I feel like Dr. Viviana, in terms of, Pastor Cal typically is going to play it safe with these people. Dr. Pepper be over the bull, and she really gives it to him straight. I feel like Dr. Viviana has a good mesh on good cop, bad cop. When she needs to come at you, she's going to come at you. And when she needs to try to just coax you along and let you try to figure it out, she's going to do that. So Dr. Viviana shows up and asks them, are they physically intimate? Because, you know, they know everything. They probably watch all the behind the scenes footage. The producers probably give notes, you know, whatever producer works with those couples. Michael said they are not. So Dr. Viviana asked why. Michael said, well, he's really letting her take the lead. Jasmina says she wants a mental and emotional connection before she has a physical one with somebody. It's not just what she wants, it's what she prefers. She said because if she don't have that, then her vagina is not getting wet for you. And okay, editing, so y'all made it seem like she was saying that to Michael. We gonna keep watching every week anyways. Y'all don't have to do that. So she feels that they are mostly just coexisting. You know, she doesn't feel like they're really in like a bond together. She feels that they are just coexisting, floating through life together. Like I said, just floating to the end of this. So Dr. Viviana asks, is it because of like past communications, which you know it is. Michael said he is not comfortable sharing things with her because he is afraid that she is either going to lash out or she is going to accuse him of being aggressive. Now, I don't know if I mentioned it last week, but Jasmina, you know, a lot of people are having a hard time, girl. Hard time with believing that Michael is really yelling at you. Because last week in the park, where y'all were sitting, and yes, Michael did elevate his voice a little bit, but he definitely wasn't yelling. So now you're causing a lot of people to wonder, is Michael really yelling at you the way that you said you are? Jasmina, you are embarrassing me. Because I sat up here and I vouched for you and I said that I wholeheartedly believe that Michael was raising his voice at you. You embarrassed me, girl, and that is not what we do. That is not what we do for Black Girl Magic. And that was during Black History Month. But I'm going to let you rock. So then Jasmina said that she has wanted to start over. And if I want to start over, but you don't want to start over, there's nothing more I can do. Michael said, stop the bull because you're making it seem as if he's not putting in as much effort as you are. So Michael starts to say that he feels when they have conflict, and Jasmina kept cutting him off. I said, Michael, that's what it means when she interrupts you. This is interrupting. So Michael's trying to talk and Jasmina keeps interrupting him. And I swear for God, at the same time that Michael said, can I finish a thought? I said it too. Can he talk, girl? Damn. See, Jasmina has the type of personality where she is going to peck at you and peck at you and peck at you and overpower you until she gets her way or gets her point across. See, Jasmina didn't want Michael to really tell Dr. Viviana what was really going on. What's really going on is you aren't communicating with this man. So after Michael says, can I get a thought out? He should have said, damn. That would have really sealed it. So when Michael said, can I finish a thought? She lets him, and then she uses her typical condescending, Michael. Go ahead, Michael. He is not one of the toddlers that you teach, sweetheart. This is a grown-ass man. So the way that you want him to learn how to communicate with you, you need to stop talking at him as well. It's very simple. So he said that he is focused on the issue and she is more focused on how he caused the issue. And I said, damn, Michael, that's real. That's real. So he said he does not know how to communicate with her without causing conflict. And see, Jasmina has set the tone for this poor man that he is damn near scared to tell her what is going on. He's scared to ask her anything because her response is always, well, anybody can communicate. Anybody can communicate. Girl, you can. Jasmina, you can't communicate though. You swear you can, but let's be real. You're not doing a great job of communicating either. So Dr. Viviana asks, do y'all even want to get to a place? Dr. Viviana had a rough night, y'all. So she asks, do you guys even want to get to a place where you're cuddling and holding hands? They both do, right? They both do. But it's really going to come down to, Michael, you have to learn how to... I feel like if Michael would just stop asking her ass how to communicate and then just start trying different things, it would go a lot better. Because anytime you ask her how to communicate with her, ooh, this hat is killing my head. Anytime you ask her how to communicate, her response is always, well, anybody knows how to, just talk to me. We can't just talk to you, Jasmina. Jasmina, it is very clear why you are single. It is also very clear why you have never had a relationship with your partner being in the same city and state as you. I'm surprised Jasmina has friends, if we're going to be real. So after Dr. Viviana leaves, they talk about how they like how it went with her, okay? We were able to talk. We were able to really just talk to each other and get everything out. Michael said that he likes the idea of journaling because they discussed, they discussed before, maybe we should journal about our thoughts and then we can come together and do that. I am huge on journaling and planning and all that type of stuff. Like, that is the type of stuff that I absolutely like. So I would have been like, absolutely. Jasmina said, I don't need to do that because I know how to express myself verbally. I said, you a lie. You a lie, Jasmina. So Michael... It's like, I just feel like it would be good because now we can get out everything that we need to get out. And Jasmina gets, now she has a tone, and she's like, I don't need to do it. And Michael is just a better person than I could ever be. Because the way that Jasmina was talking to him this episode, the way that Jasmina was cutting him off, the way that Jasmina has been extremely condescending throughout this entire process to him, but even more so tonight, I would have been called her out her name. I promise you, I would have been called her out of her name because it have really been a bitch who you talking to. And I know that you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to call people out their names like that. But I feel like that's what it would have went to with me because she is being so awful. I tweeted, Jasmina is awful. So Michael is telling her the benefits of us taking the time to pull out a piece of paper and just write down some stuff, and then we can sit down as adults and say, okay, so this is how I felt about it. Okay, read your letter. It's just like doing our vows. But for her to be like, well, I know how to verbalize things. No, you don't, because you can't even verbalize how you want this man to communicate with you. So clearly you can't verbalize anything effectively and clearly. So she says, well, if you want to do it, you can, and you can read it to me. I said, oh. Okay. So he starts to bring it up again. And I guess, I don't know, like, it was too much back and forth. Somehow the idea of we can just say, okay, are you done? And I feel like, damn, if y'all got to do all that, I shouldn't have to ask you, are you done, to have a conversation. Just be done. Y'all need to break up now. So Jasmina gets frustrated, y'all, and it leaves the whole apartment because she feels that she's repeating herself over and over. Well, damn it, so is Michael. Michael is repeating himself over and over too. He's trying to explain to you why he thinks this would be beneficial. You think so damn much of yourself that you can't even take the time and try for 2 days. Maybe let's try the writing down thing and just seeing how that works. Once we get past this phase of us writing stuff down and reading stuff to each other, once we get past this phase, then we can try your way of, now maybe let's try to do this verbally. But I'm sorry, but the whole, are you done now? Can I speak? That's bullshit. And y'all know it is. That is stupid. That is stupid. If I have to ask you, are you done in the conversation, we won't be having one. That is childish as fuck. I don't care what nobody says. So production tells her, you need to come on back in and finish the scene. She comes back in. She wants them to try to just have adult conversations. Jasmina, you don't know how to have an adult conversation. I say this about people all the time. People do not know how to have adult conversations. An adult conversation is, this is the issue. Okay, I received that. This is my response back. And we go back and forth. Those are adult conversations. But you just got up and walked out. Y'all were having an adult conversation. Y'all were having a conflict. Y'all were working through the conflict, trying to get to a resolution for the conflict. And you got up and walked out because you weren't getting your way. So she comes back until they start going back and forth. Again, so she tells him that he needs to work on hearing her when she speaks. Damn it, Jasmina, you need to work on hearing him when he speaks. Jasmina didn't get popped enough when she was a child. Jasmina didn't get her ass cracked when she was enough as a child. And when I say that, I don't mean physically. I mean somebody getting in her shit, getting in her face, and telling her she's wrong. That is what is going on with Jasmina. Her parents did not do the best job of telling that little girl that she is not going to always get her way. You can tell that she was spoiled. You can tell that Jasmina is used to getting her way with everything that goes on. And Michael's not doing that to her. They should have put her ass with Elijah on, and we would have really seen some fireworks. So as usual, whenever there's a couple that just, seemingly don't like each other, they go to tantric yoga. So they get there and she says she can see herself being intimate with him if they fully bond. Everybody can see themselves being intimate with someone else if they bond. So she admits to him that she has not been fully vulnerable because of the lack of communication. She can't tell if he cares for the marriage or even her as a person. Now, I will give her some grace on this particular topic, okay? So this is after they did the hugging, the touching, all that stuff. So now they're relaxed, they feel more centered, they feel more comfortable with one another. So they do the whole blindfolded ask the question thing. If Michael's not even giving her small talk or trying to have some type of small talk or just engage in any type of conversation, then yeah, I can understand how she would feel that way. But on the flip, when he does talk to you, you snap at him. Like, can you blame him for not wanting to talk to you? I don't blame him. I wouldn't want to talk to you either. I would walk right past you and pay you dust every time I saw you in that apartment too. Because he's scared that no matter what he says, you're going to yell at him. Michael, he's not a child. Michael said he wished that he trusted her more, okay? He wants her, and he wished that she would genuinely try to understand his point of view. And you can see the shame on her face when he said that because she knows that's right. So she agrees that she knows that she has not created a safe space for him. She has not created an environment or opened herself up as a person to give him the space to really feel like he can have a good, solid conversation with her and they can really get deep. She then admits everything is not always his fault. I said, say it a little louder. Say it a little louder. And you said, say what? You said, say what, Jasmina? Everything is not always his fault. Well, where was this when you were telling him that he doesn't know how to communicate? Where was this when you were telling him that he is constantly in the wrong? Jasmina, just be real and admit to that man that you don't want to be with him. And that's why you were doing all of this. You don't want to be with him. And that's fine. That is perfectly fine. But the gaslighting and the other shit that you doing, stop it. It is Women's Month. It is Women's History Month. Stop it. You're making all of us look bad at this point. So, Michael said he does not regret getting married at first sight. He thinks they just need to make it through this hump so that they can get to, the good times. Because when they have good times, they have good times. So later that night, or maybe the next night, they're talking about all the activities they did and how they feel like they're on better footing. She brushes picks his beard. She wants him to give her a high five because she has not interrupted him. And I was with him. No, girl, you gonna wait. You ain't gonna get that after no hour. How about a couple of days? Let's ease into it. So, let's be real. They're still not gonna make it. She don't like him, and he's not going to open himself up enough for her. Michael needs to go to therapy so he can deal with his past trauma and deal with, the inner struggles that he has. Jasmina needs to go to therapy so she can learn how to be a better person. You need to learn how to be a better person, Jasmina. They did go on some group dates this week. So the girls went to aerial yoga. I have done aerial yoga. It's such a workout. It is so hard. I'm looking at the picture on my wall for me doing it right now. I did aerial yoga with some friends of mine. It is definitely fun, but it is a workout. So afterwards, when the women are talking, Jasmina feels like Michael just isn't chasing her. And it's because he doesn't talk to her. She does not feel comfortable rating them, but says that if she, in her mind, if she feels that they're at an 8, she will say yes on decision day. Michael, on the other hand, feels that marriage shouldn't be this hard. But he feels like their marriage is a 7. Out of what? A 7 out of what, Michael? Because it can't be out of 10. Y'all are not at a 70%, sweetheart. Y'all are not at a 70%. Michael must have been saying 7 out of like 50. But there is no way that you feel that on a scale of 0 to 10 that your marriage is at a 7. God bless him. God bless you, Michael. Because now I'm questioning your mathematical skills. This has been Tammy Talks. This has been Michael and Jasmina. If you have not already, go ahead, subscribe to the channel, thumbs up the video, y'all. It helps out with the algorithm. Hop into the comment section. Let's talk about Jasmina and Michael. Catch y'all in the next one.